Hi, I'm Filip Pogady, and today I want to give you some additional advice how to improve your vibrato pretty much right away. First piece of advice, play with flat fingers. Vibrato is not about sliding around on the fingerboard, it's about rolling the finger. And it's just easier to do with flat fingers because you have so much more surface you can play with. This is how flat I play. And while you vibrate, don't be afraid of touching other strings. Like when I put my third finger down here, I'm actually touching the E string and the D string as well. Like I'm on the A string, but I'm definitely brushing up against the D string with the tip of my third finger. And I'm basically, like, it's actually showing a mark of the E string here. If I'm playing the G on the A string here, it's really flat. But I don't care because I'm only playing on the A string right now. Of course, if you're playing double stops, that's a different story. Then you have to be more pointy. But if you're just prioritizing vibrato, keep it very flat. Don't worry about touching other strings. It's perfectly fine. The second thing I would suggest, support the violin from below with your thumb. Don't rely simply on your shoulder rest or whatever you're using under a violin. Really use your thumb and your hands to really support the violin. Of course, it's more intuitive to do that when you're not using a shoulder rest, like I'm just using a little sponge. But you can still benefit from this information if you're using a shoulder rest. Using your thumb more to support the violin is going to release a ton of stress from your neck. I have a separate video how to play without a shoulder rest. If you're interested in that topic, linked somewhere in one of the corners. Another piece of advice. Angle your finger slightly off, more sideways. You know, like when you see a cellist vibrating, it's more like this, it's kind of rolling sideways. It really is helpful to do it on the violin as well. Like it's not really going forward like this, or like you're just going back and forth, right? It's more like this diagonal motion in the fingers. And there's plenty of flexibility in here as well, which is really going to help you with your vibrato. So instead of vibrating like this, try something more like this. Here's another perk from doing that. You will get space here. You won't be touching the neck. You see, like I can look right at you through this gap that this has created. Like if I play like this with my hands sort of open like this, it's tense. I'm glued to the fingerboard. But if I go a little bit more sideways, you see there's so much more movement. Like the only contact points really are the thumb that's supporting the violin and then the tip of the finger or the tip of the flat finger. This is so much more free. So angle your hand a little more like this, sideways, and definitely don't touch here. When you're playing and shifting, touching a little bit the neck is totally fine. It's gonna happen. But definitely don't be glued to the fingerboard. I just don't see how that would happen. Here's another big one, and I feel like people are sort of trying to work their way around it, even though that's just in the nature of vibrato. Vibrato is not tension-free. Nor should it be. A tension-free vibrato sounds completely loose and has absolutely no direction. We are never super relaxed when we vibrate. We just get used to it. And there is more tension required than you may think. The faster the vibrato, the more tension you will experience. The question is, where do you experience the tension though? You don't want to be tense in your hand, your fingers, or your wrist. Where you do want to be tense is somewhere here, like elbow area. I would say lower tricep right behind the elbow, maybe a little bit of the bicep as well. But it's really just only here. The rest is very relaxed. You see, like that's why it looks like I'm using my wrist, whereas I'm actually just going from the elbow. But my wrist is very relaxed. That's why it looks like I'm vibrating from my wrist, but I'm actually not. It's all pretty much just elbow. And the wrist and the hand just jiggles along. You will feel it here in the right behind your elbow, sort of in the lower tricep area, sort of a little bit bicep you also feel. But like the faster you vibrate, the more tension you will have, like, because you're controlling it, right? It's containing that movement. When you're starting out though, I would definitely recommend starting out slowly, just to get that whole sensation of the rolling motion, right? And really feeling this collapsing as you're playing. Like this should be really relaxed. And it's a weird thing because it's at the same time it's strong, but it's also relaxed. Like it's something that's hard to explain, but I feel like if you are doing all these things, you're rotating your hand more sideways and you're playing with flat fingers, and really don't be shy to reach deeply into the string. That's totally fine. Like when you're looking at my hand, like where the marks are, you see like it's pretty flat. The last piece of advice: experiment a ton. Listen to your favorite violinists and then record yourself and compare, A/B comparison. What's lacking in your vibrato? Is it speed? Is it how much width? Or try to emulate it, like try to imitate a bunch of violinists. You can take all those ingredients like width and speed and all of these things, and then you can create your own kind of vibrato, your own kind of sound, which is ultimately the goal. I have another video which is much more detailed than this one, also linked somewhere around here, so check that out as well. If you want to take your playing to the next level, I offer violin lessons worldwide. My students are all over the place, via Zoom, FaceTime, all of the usual suspects. So don't be shy, shoot me a message. Good luck on your quest for the perfect vibrato, and I'll see you in the next one.